Welcome back, friends. I hope you're ready for our next phonemic awareness games. Today we're going to do levels H1 and H2. And if you've already done levels F and G with me, then you know we've already been looking at the onset and the rhyme parts of words. But so far, the words that we have done, there has just been one consonant sound in the onset position, that first sound. Today, our onset is going to be a blend. There are going to be two sounds working together. So, for example, if we had the word brush, our onset is the B and the R, the brr, and our rhyme is the ush. So today in H1, I would say brush. Now say brush, but don't say b. And if we get rid of the b, we're left with rush. So this gets a little more challenging. You have to be able to break apart that blend in your head and only say the second sound that you hear with the rhyme. When we get to H2, it'll be a little different. So let's go ahead. Remember, I'm going to erase the letters here at the top because I want you to really use your good listening skills and listen for those sounds in the words that you hear. We're going to do 10 this way. See how you do. Remember, you're trying to get to at least 8 before I give the answer. And if you don't get it today, that's okay. Come back, try again, come up with some other words on your own at home, and just keep working on those skills. All right, well, let's start H1. Here we go. Say fright. Now say fright, but don't say f. Right. Say glad. Say glad, but don't say g. Lad. Say sleep. Say sleep, but don't say s. Leap. Say bland. Say bland, but don't say b. Land. Say slack. Say slack, but don't say s. Lack. Say grow. Say grow, but don't say g. Row. Say phrase. Say phrase, but don't say f. Raise. Say snow. Say snow, but don't say s. No. Say frail. Say frail, but don't say f. Rail. Say glee. Say glee, but don't say g. Lee. All right, that was 10. How did you do? Did you start to get the hang of it as we kept going along? All right, well, now we're going to do it without our magnets. Remember, if you need to use something at home, that's fine, but you want to get to where you can do it just listening. All right, here we go. Say crime. Say crime, but don't say k. Rhyme. Say swore. Don't say s. War. Say drank. Don't say d. Rank. Say slid. Don't say s. Lid. Say plaid. Don't say p. Lad. Say sloop. Don't say s. Loop. Say thrash. Don't say th. Rash. Say flax. Don't say f. Lax. Say blight. Don't say b. Light. Say plot. Don't say p. Lot. All right, there you go. You have already done 2 different lists from H1. So now let's look at H2. In our H2 words, we still have a blend at the beginning of our word. We still have 2 consonant sounds working together. If we go back to that first example we had of the word brush, I'm going to write that back on my board. Okay, so if we go back to our example of the word brush, what we're going to be doing now, we're not going to get rid of this first sound, we're going to change it. So if I said, say brush, now say brush, but instead of b, say k. Can you already figure out what our new word would be? It would be crush. So again, you have to remember the rest of this word and then change just that very first sound that you hear. Okay, so again, we're going to use our magnets. I have 2 different colors. You're going to notice that the pink color, that's going to be the original sound that you hear. And then I'm going to change it out for this blue one. Okay, so that's what we're going to do for these first group of 10 from H2. All right, here we go. Say blue. Now say blue, but instead of b, say g. Glue. Say cry. Now say cry, but instead of k, say d. Dry. Say glow. Now say glow, but instead of g, say f. Flow. Say drew. Say drew, but instead of d, say g. Grew. Say free. Say free, but instead of f, say t. Tree. Say blank. Say blank, but instead of b, say p. Plank. Say blare. Say blare, but instead of b, say f. Flare. Say blare, but instead of b, say g. Glare. Say freeze. Say freeze, but instead of f, say b. Breeze. All right, that was 10 already. How did you do? Okay, now we're going to move to our 10 without the magnets. If you need to use something at home, that's great. Let's see how you do on our second list. Here we go. Say please. Say please, but instead of p, say f. Fleas. Say cry. Instead of k, say f. Fry. Say play. Instead of p, say k. Clay. Say glue. Instead of g, say b. Blue. Say black. Instead of b, say p. Plaque. say try. Instead of t, say f. Fry. Say grow. Instead of g, say k. Crow. Say groom. Instead of g, say b. Broom. Say drip. Instead of d, say t. Trip. Say grass. Instead of g, say b. Brass. All right, that's it. I hope that you had fun doing our levels from H1 and H2 today. Hope you can see how they're getting a little trickier, but I bet you're not having any problems with those at home. All right, come back tomorrow. We'll have another video. We'll be doing level I next time. All right, bye.